It's biker guide time, let's go! Welcome back, Sprocketeers, to another episode of the Biker Guide, and today we're going to be taking a look at one road that certainly needs to be on your biker bucket list. Now, Wales is a country full of rugged mountains, rushing rivers and picturesque villages. And its roads are nothing short of spectacular. Of course, we're going to be talking about one particular road today, and it's one that every biker needs to attempt at least once in their lifetime. Of course, that is the Devil's Staircase. Now, the Devil's Staircase is a winding mountain road that runs for 14 miles, and it's located in the heart of the Cambrian Mountains, which is in mid-Wales. The road gets its name from its hairpin bends that make it look like a staircase leading up to the heavens. And trust me, it's just as exciting as it sounds. Now, the Devil's Staircase is considered one of the funnest motorcycle roads in the UK, and with good reason. The road is incredibly scenic, with endless views of mountains, rivers and valleys. And of course, because it's so popular with motorcyclists, the atmosphere is just incredible. But what really makes the Devil's Staircase special is the ride itself. The twists and turns are guaranteed to get the adrenaline pumping. This road encompasses the kind of twisties that are only really manageable at lower speeds. Nonetheless, it's still a great ride out for both experienced and novice riders alike. But how steep is the Devil's Staircase? Well, it starts at a 5% gradient and ramps up all the way to 25% to the top. When you finally get to the top of the Devil's Staircase, it peaks out at, well, I believe it's called Abergwyddon Pass? Don't hate me, Welsh people. Of course, when you finally make it up to the top of Abergwyddon, you will emerge out into some extremely thick conifer forest, or eventually you'll begin to descend down into the wild desert valley, and it's just incredible, absolutely incredible. It's so breathtaking. I'll have to show you, let's go.
Have fun.
Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so steep. I really hope there's not a car coming, because if I stop, there is no way I'm starting again. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god. Ah! Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. Okay, it's okay. We got this, Saffron. We got this. You can do this. You can do this. It's just a road. It's just a road on a slant, okay? And of course, with a gradient of 25%, when you're coming back down the mountain, you're gonna have to be prepared for some steady declines as well. So make sure your brake pads are up to scratch. And also you might wanna refresh on some of those slow speed maneuvers that you learned back in your CBT days, if you can remember them. Now, if you're planning to ride the Devil's Staircase, there's just a few things that you need to be prepared for. Firstly, the road can get phenomenally busy in peak hours. So if you're going to go during summer, during the weekend, do be prepared that there is going to be a lot of times that you're going to have to pull over to allow bigger vehicles to pass. And on top of that, you have to be prepared to do this at a steady incline with really rough, uneven surfaces. So do be prepared. Now, if you sat there at home thinking, oh gosh, Saffron, my hill starts are not the best, well, do be reassured that I don't think anybody's hill starts are great on the Devil's Staircase. And the other thing to remember is that if that really is a concern, you can just go during off-peak hours or even out of season like I did. So you could head up either early in the morning, you could head up late at night, or you could even head up during autumn. I didn't see a single car when I went up last October, so you know, that is something to bear in mind. But just remember, at the end of the day, it's a mountain pass, and at the height of summer, it can be the case that some roads barely even see sunlight because of all the nature covering it. So do be prepared for frost at all times. The other thing to bear in mind is that if you are planning to head up there, in order to get over to the Devil's Staircase, you do have to cross a bridge over some water. And in the worst kind of weather with heavy rainfall, it may be the case that the bridge is gone, or in some cases it might even be the case that it's just underwater. So depending on the weather, just make sure you check not only what the weather is like when you're setting off, but also what the weather is going to be like coming back down. The last thing you want to do is get stranded and have to take the long way round. And the long way round is
phenomenally long. It can take a good few hours to get out of the Cambrian mountains. So make sure you are checking the weather forecast leading up to there and also coming back down, and just stay safe and make sure you're fully prepared with all the gear. And the worst, you might just have to walk your bike through. I don't know. Now, the next tip goes without saying, and that is the road can be incredibly dangerous. It is an uneven surface, it's full of potholes. I don't think anybody has repaved it in quite a long time, but that makes it part of the fun. I think this tip just applies to most remote roads, and that's just stay vigilant, take it slow, take it steady, take it safe. Remember that it's incredibly difficult for emergency vehicles to get to you where you are, so always have a contingency plan. And try to remember it's more important to return home in one piece than it is to brag about speeds. So yeah. Now, my last little nugget of advice is that if you are going to be heading up the Devil's Staircase, do remember you are not the only person on the road. The route is incredibly popular with walkers and also cyclists who are a lot more vulnerable than we are. So the route to get to the Devil's Staircase is often a single lane track with several lay-by areas for you to pull over. And the scariest thing is that the whole entire area of the Cambrian Mountains is an incredibly popular forestry area, which means that there are always trucks hurtling in and out of this single track road carrying tons and tons of logs. And I personally wouldn't want to get into a fight with a lorry, so stay vigilant, genuinely. Their stopping distance is a lot longer than a motorbike. So, if you do see a lorry coming through and there isn't going to be another lay-by up ahead, just wait the extra 5 minutes and let it go by. It's 5 extra minutes is better than 5 weeks in the hospital. So don't be picking fights with lorries, just let them go. So what are you waiting for? Why not pack the bags and head up next weekend? Now, that's all we have time for on this week's biker guide, but if you do happen to find yourself in mid-Wales, do make sure you add the Devil's Staircase to your must-do itinerary. I promise you will not regret it. In the meantime, ride safe, stay crazy. My name's Saffy Sprocket, and I'll see you next week.